Hello, happy Homebrew Wednesday. Once again, yet another apology that I wasn't around last week. Unfortunately, I did have a super time. I was way down in Manchester for work related, and whilst I was down there, I had to visit a very, very special bar down there, which one of my friends told me about, a place called Port Street Beer House, which was full of different craft beers and cask conditioned beers and bottled beers from all over the place. Really good quality stuff. I really enjoyed it, and I'll show you a little bit about it in the rest of the video. But first, of course, I need to have a quick drink. So, no homebrew today. We're just going for a nice, decent Sierra Nevada Torpedo Extra IPA. With all thanks to Leslie Jane Carroll, one of my daughters who's been to Barcelona for a little holiday and just thought, Dad, you've got to have a new bottle opener. So that's what she's brought me. Thanks, sweetheart. So I'll use that. Just as hoppy as I always remember it. There we go. Lovely burnt orange colour. Nice hoppy nose. 7.2% ABV, so that'll do the job. I've just had tea or dinner, depends which part of the country you're in, and had a lovely bottle of red wine my wife and I shared, so this will probably send me nicely off to sleep. Cheers. Oh, tremendous. So, as I said, I've been away in Manchester, which is about 250 miles away from me, or 200 anyway, and spent a couple of nights down there. I was down there for a conference for work, which was fascinating. I can assure you. And whilst I was down there in the evenings to alleviate the boredom, I took some advice from a friend who said, you must go to Port Street Beer House. So I went into there, and as I said, I will put some video on here after this, but had a wonderful couple of nights. First night I went down there and sampled some of the beers and spoke to some of the people who worked there. One of the guys in there he's the brewer of one of the beers, and he's invited me down next time I'm down there to go and have a look around his brewery. You'll see it's the one that does the oatmeal stout. So there's a close-up of the beer pump coming up later on, so you can see it there. And I'm really looking forward to that. And I intended to put the video up the next night, or that night when I got back to the hotel. But I found out when I was there that there was a tap takeover the very next night by All About the Grain Brewery, which is an American brewer, and went down there the next night to sample a few of their beers. By God, it was pricey, £5-6 a half. Some of the bottled beers, which I didn't try, I have to say, were £22 to £25 a bottle. They look nice, but a little bit too rich for my taste. Maybe if I'd had some friends down there with me, I would have bought one between us just to sample. But never mind. Finally, before we go into the review of the visit to the bar, I've got an apology to make, or two apologies. One's to Steve Wilson, and the other one is to Dave Cheshire Homebrew. I have promised them to send them some beer, and I failed miserably. I just haven't had the time. I really do apologise, guys. You must think I'm full of a bit of an Indian giver, because these guys have sent me some wonderful beers, and I will be reviewing Dave's beers at a later date. They're sitting on the shelf in the brewery, ready to go, and I just haven't had time to do them. But I will get those reviewed, and I will also, I promise you boys, send your beers off. They will arrive this side of Christmas, I promise you, so I really apologise about that. The only other thing to say is I had some contact from Undertable Brewing, because I've been after some Eldorado hops. Trying to get hold of them in the UK is really unbelievable at the moment. They suggested that I get in touch with Yakima Valley Hops, because they've still got plenty and they do ship internationally. So I had a look over there, and there's loads of them, and I bought 500 grams of them, and still, even with the shipping across, it works out about the same price as I was paying for Eldorado hops over here anyway. So I've managed to get some. So one thing, boys, at Under the Table Brewing, guess what I'm going to be making again, because the keg's just about empty and I want some in there before Christmas. So, and as soon as I start the camera up again, the puppy's barking. So without further ado, here's on to a little tour around Port Street Beer House and some of the beers. If you're in Manchester, look it up. Cheers. Hello. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Well, as you can see, I'm not in my normal surroundings today. I'm in the Townhouse Hotel in Manchester. I'm down here doing some work for the next couple of days on the conferences with regards to schools inspections. Really fun stuff. So to get us over all that interesting, fascinating stuff, of course in the evenings I have to find something to do with my time. So tonight, after I have my dinner, I'm going out to a craft bar in Manchester itself called the Port Street Beer House. Now this was recommended to me by the wife of an old friend of mine. I've never been there before, looking forward to it, can't wait to see what it's like. So I'll take some videos whilst I'm in there, and then I'll put them up very shortly. So just a quick view of the room here. It's not massive, but it's nice enough, ensuite, etc. And then of course I needed to bring something to read whilst I'm here for a couple of days. So two of my favourite hobbies, France. I love to go to France, and I'm off there twice again next year, so at least twice, can't wait. And of course the new Brew Malt Matters, Brew Your Own magazine, which has just arrived. Yeah, it's just to go on my, I have a YouTube channel that I do my own brews and stuff like that, home brews, so that's lovely.
Alright.
So here we are in the Port Street Beer House, which is a wonderful place. It's got lots and lots and lots of, it's alright, fine, lots of fantastic ales in here. A wonderful, wonderful selection of cask and bottled. There are Brett's.
The bottles up today. Yeah, it looks really good. Yeah.
So great. I hear you've got some lots of good Brett and Lambics as well, and Gers.
Fridge over there, which has got all of our Belgian beers in.
Yep.
And after our beer festival last month,
Yep.
we had Tilquin Gers blender over.
Yeah.
And so we've got a lot of his large bottles over there in the fridge as well, so they're pretty special as well.
Great.
Yeah. No worries.
Thanks for that. So I've had a black IPA this evening, which was from Squawk Brewery. Very, very good indeed. I've just been talking to the owner of Track Brewery, and I'll just do a twistle around and show you. And we had a good chat about the types of things that his brewery makes, and he's invited me next time I'm down in Manchester to go down and tour and have a look around the brewery. I'm now going to just give you a quick tour around the pub. You saw a little bit before, but I'm just going to show you a little bit of the beers that they've got on the bar and the beers which they have in the bottles.
Yeah, all right. Well,
Yeah, see you later.
So decided tonight that I would also try my very first Gers. So looking forward to it. Taking my eyes out for the price, but let's smell it now. Nice little snap wasabi. So that was the end of the first night. What I didn't see on the video, although I thought I had, was that the Gers was very, very nice indeed, but it would cost me 15 quid for that bottle. A lot of dosh, but very, very tasty. So on to November the 5th, the next night with the tap tail. That's the Citra Arsenal 8.2%. Here we are again in the Port Street Beer House with the all-grain, against the grain tap takeover. This is the next one I'm going to try. 8.9% Belgian triple. It's a beautiful banana-y aesthetic and flavour coming from the Belgian yeast. Excellent. So we had a wonderful time there, lots of nice people I met, fantastic beers. The photography didn't do it justice. There were 37 different beers and probably about 40 different types of bottles. There was Gers, there was Lambic, there were all kinds of different sours, lots of different Belgian beers. Every type of beer you could wish for was there. So the top and bottom of it is, if you go to Manchester, go to Port Street Beer House and enjoy, but take lots of money. Sorry for the dogs in the background again, but all I can say is have a wonderful week till next week. Keep on home brewing, and if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe if you haven't, and please comment. That's what makes everything worthwhile. You take care. Look forward to seeing you.